I'm Valerie Solheim, and I'm a resident of Sugarloaf. And as you know, we were all evacuated in part of the Fourmile fire on Labor Day. And it changes your life. That's what it does. I remember at 11 o'clock on Monday morning, my husband came into my office and he goes, "I've got to show you this, I've got to show you this." And I was saying, "Well, what is it? What are you showing me?" He goes, "No, you've got to see this, you've got to see this." And I walked outside, and the black smoke was just pouring over the mountain. It was huge. It was pouring over the mountain. And I said, "Well, we need to call 911, which was, I guess, kind of silly because it was way too obvious, but we called 911. They told us that we were not going to be evacuated at this point. So I had to do something. You couldn't just get back to work. So I picked up my video camera and walked all around the house, videoing the house, and started thinking about what I should take. And I'm so happy I did, because I don't think I really believed it. But I couldn't get back to work. And when the call came at 2 o'clock, your mind goes blank. It's the oddest thing, because they're telling you that, to leave. And if I hadn't gone around earlier that morning to pick things out, I don't know what I would have taken. I don't know, but what I ended up taking was just what I had found originally. And it was, well, there was just, I can't shop. My husband said he would stay, that he was going to stay with the house, and there was no discussion there because that's what was right for him. While in town, we had incredible support from the townspeople. The restaurants were giving free meals, free entrees, and they insisted on it. It felt funny. We had to learn to receive. That was a major piece there, because so many people were being so good to us. College Optical, I went in with my lens broken, not my lens, but the frame of my glasses. I'd broken them in all of this. And I thought, well, I'm in town, I might as well get them fixed. And they ended up giving me an eye exam, the lens, the frames, the whole glasses for free. And they kept saying, "You deserve this, you deserve this." And it's very, receiving from people you don't know with the most kindness. It is so odd how you keep trying to dissipate that somehow. And it's so powerful. It's so powerful to see the community in ways that you least expected. I mean, I grew up in Boulder. I've been here since '66, and I never had a need, okay, in this way. And to see the community, it changes to family. To see the gifts you're given, the kindness. And it's so odd about the food. So many restaurants were offering this food, and then they had, in the park in Chautauqua, the restaurants offered a lunch dinner for us. And you felt, oh, I shouldn't go, I don't need this. I probably wouldn't have gone, but I was right near Chautauqua. While I was at the Chautauqua meal, I sat with a lot of people there that had lost their house. We didn't lose our house. The fire came down maybe 200 feet from the house, and we didn't lose the house. The trauma is a little hard to clear out, but we didn't lose the house. We've spent probably an awful lot of money now mitigating and setting up just for safety purposes, because both my husband and I work out of the house here. These are our offices, and we've had to spend time and resources to make sure that things are better the next time. But I want to go back to the Chautauqua group. When we were sitting there, I sat with people that had lost quite a lot. One woman and a gentleman, her husband, told me that she smelled fire in the morning, walked outside, saw the wall of flames coming up. They grabbed their dog, their computers, and left. And they've lost everything. They lost everything they had. And right now there's a lot of confusion. They don't quite know what to do. Another woman that was sitting at the table, she and her partner had also lost everything, and the sad part on theirs is they're renters. They're renters, so there's no insurance coverage for them. They're renters, and they also worked from their house. He was a construction worker and had his own tools. And I don't recall what she did, but they lost everything, and their suffering was quite apparent. They'd all gone down to different stores where people were bringing gifts of clothing and utensils, and were using that. There were stories of saving animals, saving their neighbors' animals, going back into the houses. It was interesting just to see how animals are a family, and how many people were rescuing other people's animals. And now on the internet, on our community chat lines, they're finding a lot of animals that are lost still and bringing them in. And that's getting back family. That's wonderful there. But we were with a friend yesterday who entirely lost his house. He's an artist. He lost his art. He lost the house. He's 70 years old, had all his tools there. And all we could do was sit and cry with him. We just cried. And then he laughed and he said, "I'm going to have a fire sale." And I know he's got so many friends that there will be a lot of people there to buy the shards, what's left. I think at this time it's very hard for people. A lot of people can't talk about it. There's a lot of trauma. And the loss is so profound when it is your pets. We got a picture of a parakeet in a tree that a person said comes to her feeder every day. A lot of people in the fire evacuated areas were very concerned about their pets and horses and cats. Well, I'm a beekeeper, and I have to say I get really attached to the girls. I've had them for a long time, and I have them in a special area. I call it my bee garden. I have it set up with, the bear fence. I mean, there's a lot involved here that is special. It's also harvesting time. The girls are full of honey. Their hives are. And when I saw the fire, I had to go out, and I have already set up their winter hive area with bales of hay. So I had to get all the bales out of there, and then I soaked the ground down, and I put in some special sugar water tea for all of them. And when there's a lot of smoke, the natural tendency for a bee is to gorge on honey in case they're not going to be eating for a while, to evacuate the area, to swarm, to leave. And I was concerned about them. I spent time thinking about them. There is a rather large monetary investment there, but that's not what you think about, or try not to, because you don't want to think about startup yet. And when I came back, the girls were there. I just want to support this project at Evacuee. I'm very, very grateful for all of the people that are volunteering their time, the artists. And a lot of the work is the work prior to the performance of all the people that are volunteering their time to put this together. In 2 months, possibly, this won't be in the news. It's not in the news now. But people's lives take a long time to bring back together, and the resource and time that goes into it is huge. The emotional resources. Right now people are still talking about confusion, pain. I saw, it was probably diesel trucks starting up in town, and I saw this stream of black smoke, and the first thing I thought was fire. And I go, okay, that's okay. I would really encourage you to give to this project, small or large. You'll know you'll really be helping a family or individuals get back on their feet. Thank you.